Wednesday 13th of March 2019 at Bray Lake, taking loads of risks. This is the first sailing of Snoopy Sloop 13 experimental boat since adding these floats, and we're just going to see what happens. So the first thing I'll do, if I do it right, is switch on the Mobius video camera. Yeah, that's running. There you go. Notice the wing mirrors. And we're checking out the spot tracker. SATCOMs. Got a strong wind, probably from the west-northwest. So, let's see if I can chuck it in. Put the camera there. Oh, look at that. That's not very good, that fell off. Change of design needed. I'll pull off the other one. Oh. Yeah. That's what you call really taking a risk. I thought I'd made a good job of putting those floats on, but clearly not. Yeah. Well. We might need to do some important modifications. I suspect that was damaged at home. No checklist done before, nobody to help me, of course. Right, we're going to go to plan B, not after some emergency repairs with duct tape over where the holes were, where those floats were mounted. And plan B, I don't think we're going to muck about with the Bray Lake test, since we won't be testing what I hoped for, which was with the floats on. So the answer is we're going to go up to Snoopy Corner and see whether it'll stay on 24/7 for at least a day or two, and that's its main function, which is to test the Spot SATCOMs tracker. So we'll see how it goes. Oh yes, the other change is to take off this lead weight which slid up and down in order to balance the boat, which was a bit iffy with the floats on. So up to the 24/7 point. Right, we're driven up to the Snoopy Corner, where the software should recognise that it's got to do a 24/7 test to go backwards and forwards between two waypoints. Alright, let's switch the Mobius camera on. We'll leave that on there. It'll go flat pretty quick, but we might get some interesting video. Right, that's running. Hi there, Mobius camera okay. Spot tracker's just there. And right, it's better switch on the autopilot. Should say what version it is. Should start tracking.
X28X2 GPS only autopilot. Software version Romeo. Last update 6th of December 2017.
Now, hopefully it'll recognise where we are.
GPS time 1647. 22 seconds. Target 24/7 north position. 111 meters and 180.
Perfect. 24/7 north position. So we'll give it a try. See if we can launch it. Might need my pole.
GPS time 1647, 47 seconds. Turn in 24/7 north position.
Don't want to get water in my boots.
And 188 meters. GPS course 189. Speed field 16 knots.
Of course, there's not a lot of wind near the bank here. So let me go and get the pole in a moment. If he doesn't get away from the bank. Here's the pole just here. If I need it. Very noisy motorway traffic right near us. No significant wind on it at the moment to get a bit of movement. That's a bit better. Catching a bit of breeze. Here's a squall coming through. There, looks like he's steering in the right direction. Yeah, might be oversteer, but whatever. I didn't check that the rudder was absolutely central, so fingers crossed on that. Yeah, I had to push it out from those reeds with the pole, but now seems to have got away towards his north 24/7 waypoint. Wow. There we go. It seems that the spot is not tracking, and that is pretty well an identical build of spot tracker, so it's good that we've recreated the same fault that we had in the car, the one in the car that was destined for the boat 11 to go for the Atlantic. So whereas we thought, oh well, putting it on 24/7 will check out the power, whether that little solar panel is enough. In fact, the more fundamental fault of the tracker just deciding to stop, we have that as well. So it looks as though the last position, we know when we get home. Of course, when I get home, no change. We click on the spot trace 2, which is in the boat. That's when it was switched on at home again, and if we choose that position to center it, zoom in, it managed to stop at the side of the lake. Switch to satellite. There you go. So it chose to stop there but didn't restart after we launched. So it's a fault somewhere in the system, from the firmware inside the actual spot unit right the way through the system, including the websites. So hopefully we'll be able to recreate that as we are already, the one that's in the car. There it is. Same thing, same sort of batteries, same little solar panel. And there's no point in rushing to go launching something where every bit of it hasn't been tested reasonably well to last. So at least we'll be testing how well that boat 13 stays on 24/7, and of course it's got its text-to-speech going, including driving a loudspeaker, so you wouldn't expect it to last that long on batteries, but we'll see. It's taken from walking around along the path up towards the footbridge. There we go, we're on the footbridge, walk from there, and that's the clubhouse over there, and there's a hospice being built on the other side of the lake, and Snoopy Sloop 13 is still making progress towards his 24/7 waypoint. So he could make a useful platform for doing 24 testing of the SATCOMs from the point of view of how long the batteries will last, aided by the solar panel. There's not much point in doing that if it doesn't work in the first place.